We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Chicago Bears.
We play to win. Let's go! Sit up! Right, 80! Mike 91! Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Hands up! Chance! 91 is the mic! Come on, D! Alert!
On first down, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check. Alert.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check four. Check 18.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. Check twist on Travis. Ran.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check it back. Alert.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get up. 180. Hey, alert. Shoot. Tight go. Check 13.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hatch it. Lock in. Check. Alert.
This is Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Bears.
Go! 180! Back!
Quick pass out to Miller. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Come on! 180! Mike 91. Man, that's trash. You got tape right there. Ran, go! 15, check. Two jet bomber.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Switch up. Switch. Alert. We got double up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Second down at the 18-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check it out. 180. Mike 91. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Here we go.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready? Ran, jump. Check three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Bears 7, Redskins 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Grant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Grant.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wide. Get one shot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. 3rd down here.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
On 1st down. It's Grant, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Newton. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They will run with Grant. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tressway on to punt the football. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down now, it's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
That's all right. X3, 218, chop it.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The tackle by
Alert!
It's a gain of a yard.
Yeah,
It's third down.
91. Alert! Stop here, D. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Yes.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 180. 80. Red Gray. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play outside D. Don't let him breathe.
Now Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Newton. He completes it to Nelson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards. That leads to 3rd down.
Watch the eye.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Here's Newton. To Thompson on the screen. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Get that quarterback.
They'll run on first down. Thompson, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Again, a run with Thompson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Let's bring it. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 90. Ran,
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Crunch. Hey, orbit. Switch. Watch the alert.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Listen, 180. I'm going to run you over.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. On 1st down, Thompson tackle was made by Joel Iyebuniwe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gun. 20.
Throwing is Newton. And an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Newton on first down. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. On first and 10, Newton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They go with Thompson again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll turn to Thompson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Redskins have taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Gun. Here we go. Ready?
They run with Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
For the set. Ready, hey, keep it up. Great.
On first down, it's Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
That's a run. They're running it. Gun.
They'll run with Thompson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Check. Ready.
They fake the give. Newton. And this one complete to Reed. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Set. 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
8.
Kill. Turn up.
From the red zone now, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, it's Thompson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Newton. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Redskins, first down. First down and goal to go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch two. Strong right.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
20.
Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Robinson's got it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Slam! Lock in, lock in. Hey, wahoo! Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
They'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing now is Trubisky, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Alert, alert, alert! Hey, alert, 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 alert!
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Redskins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.